What is up? What is up, my gorgeous Facebook family? How is everybody going? How are you all going? You're here with Kylie, Australia's emotional eating coach. You know the drill. I'm here to empower you to take control of your relationship with food, create a body and a life that you love, and to do it all deliciously on your terms. So if you're joining me live, throw an emoji in the comments box. Let me know that you're here, and to all the replay watchers, sending you so much love, because here we are on a very dreary Thursday morning. It is so dark, like it's morning here, and it's so dark. Like it's just completely overcast. There is some drizzly rain and I am so not impressed. Yesterday was so sunny, but I still wanted to come and share with you, even though it's a little hard, like it's a little dark here. I still wanted to come and share because today's message, this is my week of empowerment and encouragement, right? So you can see sort of from the letters that I have up behind me on the bookshelf that it is empowerment is my ultimate goal. And this week we are also dabbling in encouragement, because these messages are sort of short and sweet, but they're straight to the point. And this is what I wanted to share with you today, is that if you change nothing, you risk losing everything. And we really need to get this. We think we've got all the time in the world to be able to pursue our goals and achieve the life that we want to achieve. And we just think, oh, it's all right. It's all right. Put it off one more day, one more week. I'll start next Monday. You know how we roll. Really, I want you to get this today. There is no infinite amount of time. We are finite beings and we have a limited amount of time here. And we need to step up and go, really, how am I prepared to spend my time here? Am I prepared to spend it fooling around, living in a body that I'm not comfortable in, you know, just sort of frivolously using my time on this planet like I have an infinite amount of it, like I can just start my diet next Monday and, you know, whatever. This is how we say to ourselves, right? Now, you know me, that I am all about ditching the diet, because really they're just our number one, you know, trigger for emotional eating. The second your mind thinks, cannot have chocolate anymore, how much chocolate do you want to eat? At the minute then you tell yourself, I can have chocolate again, you're not fussed. It's like, I don't care anymore. Just leave it over there. I'll get to it whenever I'm ready, right? You know it's true. But what we want to power down on today, and this week really as a whole, is to just getting a grip and knowing that when you don't step up and you don't take action, every day you lose a little bit more of yourself. It erodes a little bit more of your self-confidence, your happiness. There's a price tag attached to every decision we make. If you're feeling me, throw an emoji in the comments box. Every decision you make has a price tag, and it's either going to be really high or it's going to be, you know, cents. But you get to decide. You get to decide. And usually it's the ones that seem so harmless. I'll just sit here tonight. It doesn't matter that I've just had my dinner and I'm already stuffed full, but I want to eat the Doritos, the chocolate, the whatever. I just want to. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't feel good. I just want to comfort myself with food. Do you think there's no price tag attached to that? Even if we push aside the weight factor, which clearly it affects our weight, does not make us happy, the results are so high. You go off to bed, again, just feeling down on yourself just one more time, like, so disappointed. Can't believe I did that again, right? And then you make your plans, your fancy plans. Well, tomorrow I'm just going to clean up my, you know, my act with food. And I'm definitely not going to do this anymore. But it's more restriction and more deprivation, more pressure that we put on ourselves, and it freaks us out even more. And then for sure, it only takes, I know with myself, when I was working in the office, I would make these fancy promises, and then, you know, by morning tea time, somebody had bought in Krispy Kremes. That was it. That was my undoing every single time, because I believed I couldn't have them. And the thing is, when you set yourself free, really, when you set yourself free, then you have the mental capacity to assess, do I actually even want the things? If I do, have an amount. See what I say, here's your tweetable for the day. See the rhymes that I give you? This is the value that I give you. This is what I say, and it's your tweetable for the day. Now I've forgotten it. Right, eat an amount of food that feels good to you and to your body, because your mind going to go, eat all those Krispy Kremes, go eat them all quickly before anyone else gets them, right? And if you've not heard me tell my Krispy Kreme story before, I can see Tanya's in the house. Oh, Tanya, I don't know if we were working together when I would like do these little escapades with the Krispy Kremes, but my boss would fly the Krispy Kremes in from interstate, right? Because you could not get them in my town. in my city, but I promise you, like, we're a major city here in Australia. Like, anyone would think we live in the backwaters. We have them now, we did not then, and we do not have Krispy Kremes. And so they used to get flown in. When one of the bigger bosses would come from interstate, in would come the Krispy Kremes. And I would like try and really act very, you know, controlled whilst they were there in the office. Like, Kylie, do you want some? Oh no, none for me. I'm fine. Oh, I've had plenty. No, I'm watching my weight. And then as soon as the last person would leave the office, I was there, my little high heels teetering down the hallway, ding, 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 into the staff kitchen. I'm opening the doors of that fridge and it was like the light of heaven came out. Krispy Kremes. I was in there picking away, but I had to be very careful and devious, make sure that nobody could tell that it was me that had eaten all the last Krispy Kreme. So I would like leave some crumbs and make sure I could blame it on somebody else. But this is what we do. This is the lengths that we go to. If you change nothing, you risk losing everything. And this is what I wanted to share with you today, right? That there are unlimited opportunities for you to reach your end goal. It does not have to be the way that we're taught through a diet, through deprivation, through restriction, through hating your body. We think if I hate myself enough, there's a lot of the girls that I work with, a lot of my clients, they say to me, but I'm scared to love myself because if I love myself, I won't want to change. It's actually the exact reverse. When you love yourself, you start to care enough about the way that you're treating yourself, and you do automatically change because now your choices are all coming from a place of love and kindness instead of can't stand myself, hate myself, got to get this weight off my body at all costs. It's a completely different energy. It's going to give you a different result. And this is what I wanted to share with you today, right? If you've got any questions, throw them in the comments box because this is how we roll. We think if I hate myself enough, I will for sure make changes then. And then magically, with the magical pixie dust, when I get to my goal weight, then we think some switch is going to flick in our brains and then we're going to love ourselves, right? Thank you for the love. This is how we roll in our heads. We're like, it's a distorted way of thinking to think that if I can hate myself enough now, I will surely change. And then I've got messages coming up on my phone. And then when I reach my end goal, I'll magically love myself. No, it's actually in reverse. You've heard it said before, and I'm just putting it out there again because we say these things because they're true. You can't hate your way to happiness, right? You can't hate your way to happiness. We think the end goal is like, well, if I follow this diet, then I'll get skinny and then I'll be happy. No. A diet isn't going to get you what you want. And it's not even about reaching a certain goal weight. It's not even about a particular body size or fitting into those skinny jeans or whatever it is that we think that we need to be happy. The fact of the matter is, and I say this all the time, everything you need to reach your end goal is already inside you. The end goal is not the weight loss. The end goal, if you think about it, is you feeling good, feeling comfortable, finally being happy, being able to wear clothes that make you feel amazing, right? Having the energy to move and run and play and whatever else is going on in your life. That's the end goal. How you reach that is not as important as knowing, keeping your eye on what you want. So trying to torture yourself with a diet, restrict, deprive, calorie count, weigh your food and count your points and whatever, right? That is not a helpful way to get to your end goal of happiness. Hating yourself all the way through is not going to get you and bring you the level of happiness and joy that you want. What you want is already inside of you, right? It's all very zen, but it's true. If you bring it out now, how would that affect the decisions that you make around food? How would that affect the way that you treat yourself? Would you sit all night in front of Netflix then, eating, endless amounts of popcorn, chocolate-coated popcorn? Somebody was talking about that the other day, the chocolate-coated popcorn. Right. Would you sit there all night with endless Netflix and just stuffing your face with that for comfort, for company? It's so common. We think, well, if I'm lonely, if I don't eat, what am I going to do? How am I going to entertain myself? You are enough exactly as you are. You don't need to follow somebody else's breakdown and their plan and their 15-step system. You already know everything that you need to do. You really, truly do. It's about you. It's about you being you, doing you, allowing you to come out maybe for the very first time. Stop trying to hide her and squash her down, him or her. Squash them down, thinking that I've got to get rid of this person, and then when I become super magically skinny, then I can truly let myself be me. What if you just let yourself be me now? Be you. You be you, I'll be me. What if you just allowed that now? It would be okay. I promise you the world would not stop spinning. Everything would be all right. Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, Tanya, right. She said, yeah, I was crafty. Let me tell you something. I was crafty with the way I used to get those Krispy Kremes. She says, I didn't know that you snuck into the kitchen to get the Krispy Kremes. Yeah, whatever method it took, baby, I wanted those donuts. And that's what it's like when we're dealing with emotional eating, when we're constantly on diets, which is what my life was. You just feel like you're going to lose your mind if you don't get that particular food. You will go to whatever lengths it takes to get it. So if you've got any questions, throw them in the comments box now. Yeah. Good morning from the States. Good evening from the States. Yes, Danielle, sending you so much love. It's so awesome. I really, really appreciate having you guys here. Thank you so much, because this is the message for the week. It's about us being authentically us and realizing that nobody and nothing else outside of you can bring you what it is that you're looking for. What you're looking for is already in here. And yeah, we still think that we need a plan or a system or something like that. That is what I work with people to help you with, to realize that, there are certain ways that are going to work for you, certain ways that are not going to work for you. But it's about you finding out exactly what resonates with your soul. Dieting is never going to be the answer. It's never going to be the answer. You can't hate your way to a happy, fulfilled life. This is about you knowing that you are smart enough to know how much food, when you should eat, when you should stop. We don't need somebody to tell us that, right? We really, truly don't. So as I say, if you please, and I want to thank you to everybody who is sending your questions through to me on private messenger. I really appreciate it. And thank you so, so much, because I love interacting with you all. So please do continue to send your questions through. And if you want to talk to me about the best ways and methods for you to move forward, look, I know what it's like. I yo-yo dieted and, was like stuck in the emotional eating nightmare for 30 years. 30. I'm well familiar with how you feel. So please do feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to chat to you and help you in any way that I can. And I did just want to finally say to everybody who has been liking and sharing, thank you so, so much. I'm sending you endless amounts of love and gratitude, because my mission here is really to help us all understand that sort of squirreling away information for ourselves and making it look like we're better and lift ourselves up higher, it's not the goal of life. Every time we do allow ourselves to be lifted up higher and empowered, we also give permission to another man or woman to do the same thing. So please do go ahead and share this message if it resonated with you. I really do appreciate your love and your support. So thank you so, so much. Danielle says, yeah, thank you for this great message. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. All right. And so on that note, you know how we roll at the end of the live streams. And I just want to send you so much love again, because the only person who has the power to change your life is you. And the very best part of that is so delicious. You could eat it. You've got what it takes. Sending you love, guys. Bye for now.